Boom, monkeys, and we are live. Welcome back to the Crypto Boogie channel. I am glad to have you tonight. What an evening, what an evening. But we could say the same thing for what occurred yesterday. I'm sure you cats remember what happened with freaking Gary Gensler and the SEC and the hack that they had. But nevertheless, the markets are pumping. The markets are doing freaking fabulous. And let's slip the dogs of war, man. Let us unleash the crypto community on the financial market, son. Let the boomers come in and pump our bags. How you cats doing tonight? I'm hoping you are enjoying your evening. And even if you're not, there's still good news hanging over you as per what's occurring with the market right now. You know what I'm saying? So first, let's go ahead and acknowledge the first person in the chat. None other than the Twinksters himself. What color of NSX are you getting? Can't you tell, man? Blue. Blue, son. And we are going to cover the freaking the supercar of the day, which is going to be the NSX. We're also going to hit up the fragrance of the day, cats. And I wish I could do the gun of the day. Unfortunately, we can't do the gun of the day, man. We are going to cover a little bit of BTC, some ETH, because ETH has been rallying like a mother fricker, man. And it's been running freaking strong as hell. As a matter of fact, dude, my father called me right now. And he's been telling me, hey, Boogie Jr., freaking doggone dude, I've been swing trading my ETH. And I'm like, Dad, what are you doing? Swing trading your ETH. Well, he went from I think he started at 0.23 ETH. And now he's got about 1.24 ETH, man. So my dad's doing pretty good by himself. But if he had called his son, Boogie Jr., I was like, Dad, I could have freaking helped you out a lot more. I know the cycles and stuff like that. So even my father called me, man. So expect the news cycle tomorrow to be completely freaking ballistic with all the data that's going on with crypto right now, man. And Gary Gensler is so freaking stomping angry, man, that he had to approve it, bro. I got some data I want to share with you cats. I do want to cover some fame. I do want to cover some Hedron, bro. I'm going to try to get to DOT, Phantom, and let me see what else I got here. Yeah, I'm going to try to cover all the coins I mentioned because I'm extremely bullish on this coins, and I know we're going to kill it, cats. I know we're going to freaking kill it. You know what I'm saying? So let us move forward with the memes of the day. Let's see what's going on with the memes of the day, son, because I know you cats are bullish on your memes, and let's hit those up, see what they entail. Man, these memes are going to be freaking lit, son. They are going to be freaking lit. First meme, when she finds out you hold pulse chain. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Vamos a ver qué pasa. Let's see what happens with this shit.
Hi.
How's the drive? Wasn't too bad, right? No. I like the car.
Take off your clothes.
What?
Take off your clothes. Did I stutter?
What are you talking about?
We know damn well I didn't come here to talk about the drive. Get in the back. Let's go. I got time to waste.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Like, is this a joke? Like, what do you...
Does it look like I'm joking? Take off your clothes. You need help?
Whoa. I don't even... I thought I was going to get to know you. We're going to get ice cream or something. Like,
get to know me? Ice cream? You know damn well no one gets ice cream when they say they want ice cream. Get in the back. Let's go. What? Where?
Hey.
Hi.
How's the job?
I bullshit you not, man. That shit that does sound kind of scary, man, when a chick talks to you like that, bro. Get in the back, take off your clothes. I'm like, dude, I don't even know who you are. I mean, it's funny nevertheless. But that's what's gonna happen when they find out you're holding the pulse chain bag, man. Now, once you become a crypto millionaire and your homies be like, let's check this one out.
Tommy, I found out what you guys did last night. Derek told me that you forced him to go out. You have to stop. He has a family. What are you doing?
I was going to say, dude, please stop making me go out with you. I don't have fun. I have a family at home and they love me. I want to be with them.
Right.
All right?
Okay. No more, Tom.
I'm sorry. Let's go out tomorrow night. What else? Tell him lose my number.
Tommy, I found out what you...
And that is what's going on, man, as we approach the top of the bull run, man. Well, I mean, we're far from it. We've got a long way to go to the top side, nevertheless. You know what I'm saying? So let's hit up some of the data. Let's hit up some of the news as to what's going on, man. Did you know? I didn't know this is how the SEC functions. I had no idea this is how the SEC functions, but it turns out that they actually had to vote for this shit, man, within the SEC to see if the Bitcoin ETF was going to be approved. And unlike unlike the Senate, man, you don't need a super majority. All you need is a simple majority in order to get certain things approved. And believe it or not, Gary Gensler did vote to approve the Bitcoin ETF, which is kind of freaking wild, son. So let's check that out first, man, and then we'll end up hitting up the Bitcoin chart. I do want to cover his letter though as well. Let's check this shit out, man. So this is from Eleanor Tarrant. New turns out the SEC.gov did hold a vote on the Bitcoin spot ETFs. Here's the following breakdown. Gensler actually approved the ETF, man. So did Pierce. I can't say this guy's name. Uyeda. Crenshaw did not approve it, nor did Lisa Raga. They did not approve it. And there you go, man. Approved versus not approved. So it was 3/5, homie. It was 3/5, and Gary Gensler did end up voting for it, which is kind of wild. I'm assuming that he felt he needed to, man, because there was too many damn freaking pressure from the courts with the SEC being capricious over Bitcoin and not approving the doggone freaking ETFs, man. So, food for thought, cats. Now, let's also cover a little bit of the Bitcoin chart, and we'll talk a little bit about what's going on. We'll read a little bit of the letter, man, because Gensler's freaking pissed that he had to approve this shit, bro. Even in the letter that he wrote, it's saying that he does not endorse it, which is freaking wild, son, which is freaking wild. So let's go over to the first freaking chart of the day, which is none other than Bitcoin. And here we go. And our current value is currently at 46,281. It does seem that on this new candle, UTC candle, we are printing a little bit bearish, but then nevertheless, this candle started at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time because this sucker is bullish. Now, after I saw these two candles print, I further believe that this candle, which was printed on January the 3rd, was likely our Bitcoin bottom. I am assuming. So if we grab our measuring tool, let's put that sucker right there. Let's move it a little bit further. And we are currently at about, day 8. So, dude, we got time to run to the upside, son. And unless a black swan event occurs, bro, dude, we can break past 52,000 easily, bro. Especially with this data and especially when the news starts pumping all their information, all this information. Now, you cats remember what ended up happening yesterday, and it was rather suspect that the SEC posted that the Bitcoin ETFs were approved. And then like 5 minutes later, Gary Gensler came out on freaking Twitter and stated, hey, no, they're actually not approved. We were compromised. We were hacked. Now, according to the cats over at freaking Twitter or X, they did confirm that they were hacked and that they didn't have 2FA ready to go. But nevertheless, man, it would not surprise me, man, if he got a call from one of his homies or a group of his friends or a group of the people that he has to work for, says, hey, no, man, reverse your decision on this shit and go ahead and say that you didn't freaking post that everything was compromised. So that wouldn't surprise me. I do know that a lot of people, man, they took that data because, dude, that's almost guaranteed data with what happened with the SEC, and they approved the freaking Bitcoin ETF from their official Twitter account. People ended up belonging that shit. So when they ended up belonging the freaking doggone freaking Bitcoin, what ended up happening? Gensler came out and said, no, it's fake. And it dumped and it liquidated a lot of people, man, that were long in the market. So, I mean, dude, Bitcoin's still the Wild West, man. There's still time before things get a little bit more stable, bro, because that is wild. Now they have to investigate themselves, which is wild, bro. Well, I heard that the FBI might get involved, so let's see what comes of that. I guarantee you nobody's going to get in trouble. Now, later on in that day, yesterday, I did see a tweet from somebody that mentioned something to the effect of that North Korea was responsible for that hack. And then later on, earlier today, I heard some other posts that it was actually the Russians that did that. So, dude, I mean, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. A big organization like the SEC, nah, I don't believe it, man. So let's continue with the Bitcoin chart. Which way can we go and which way can we trend? Now, we do have this big ass freaking trend line heading to the upside, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. We do have this big ass trend line heading to the upside, and it does seem like we're going to continue rallying up. Now, if we grab this sucker and we put it all the way up over here, let me go ahead and refix that. And we put it up all the way over here, man. Let's see. I mean, it's not impossible, bro. It's not impossible that we can end up rallying all the way up to 65,000. Those are the areas we do need to compromise. The immediate area that we are probably going to compromise, and it wouldn't surprise me that we do this tomorrow, at 48,474. I think that's going to be easy. Now, I did mention that at 50,000, we may get a little bit of resistance, bro, but I think a lot of bullish news is coming down the pike tomorrow, especially with the news media, and I think we'll break past 50,000, man. And then if we break past 50,000, let's look at the Bitcoin history, man. Let's see what we got in the history to verify if there's something stopping us on the way. Now, we do have this area here at about 57,000, which would stop us. That would be the next spot that we would need to look out for, or up over here. This would be a little bit stronger, man, here at about 58,316. And I'm getting it from these two candles over here, along with this candle right here, which is the November 21st candle and the March 8th candle from 2021, along with the March 15th candle from 2021. Those are the candles that we do have to compromise before we go back to the all-time high. If you guys really look at this, man, it doesn't seem like there's a long way to go before we get up to our highest point, which was 69,000. So if we maintain this momentum, bro, it would not surprise me that by summer, dude, or maybe even, by summer, we can get to 65,000. Summer of this year, about June or July, man, September. That would not surprise me if we get up that high. Now let's check out. Let's go to let's see what the EMA ribbon entails. Dude, there is a shitload of support to the downside, man. It doesn't seem like Bitcoin's going to stop anytime soon unless a black swan event occurs. Now, I was talking to my homies about this shit. And I was telling them, look, man, last time that we had a black swan event during a bull market, I wasn't here for it, man, because, dude, I wasn't familiar with the whole crypto thing. I knew about it was when the COOF happened. And for you cats that don't know what the COOF is, that is the Android 19. When we got hit with that, we did get a dip, and there was no way of predicting that coming. So 2024 could be a pretty volatile year. Remember, we still got states freaking beefing over putting Trump on the ballot or not. So that may be a black swan event, bro, that could come out a little bit bigger, bro, and it could end up freaking having an effect on the market. You know what I'm saying? We still got that beef going on with Russia and Ukraine, the Middle East, with Israel, man. So there's a lot of things that can occur. China has been mentioning that they want to get after Taiwan, man. So food for thought, bro. There could be a black swan event inbound, and there's going to be no stopping it, and we won't be able to see it. The only thing that we could really do is buy the dip, if anything. Buy the dip. Now, for you cats that bought all that freaking dip while everybody in the market was telling you it was done for BTC, man, dude, give you guys yourselves a pat on the back because you guys deserve it. And I feel like a freaking badass for taking Charlie and Miguel's advice, man. Those guys they convinced me by the data they were showing me on the crypto mindset course. Mind you, you cats better sign up for that. That when we would bottom out, there'd be a lot of fun and people would be saying that shit. So I feel like a badass, which leads me to the fragrance of the day. Now, Jeremy Fragrance calls this fragrance the Wolf of Wall Street fragrance. This is what he could picture freaking Jordan Belfort rocking at his freaking in his building up in Wall Street and stuff. And that's none other than F Black Ferragamo. This shit is off the chain, man. It is office friendly and it smells like freaking success. It's got like a spicy vibe to it, a little bit peppery, and it's got like a little freaking whiff of lavender, man. It's great for work. And this is hands down possibly what I could picture freaking Jordan Belfort rocking, man. It's called Ferragamo F Black. An average runs for about 50, 40 bucks, man. If you go to fragrance.net, this shit is dope, man. I'm gonna be rocking this shit tomorrow at work because I feel like a freaking badass, man. And this sucker smells like success, man. It's got like an apple vibe to it, like a spicy apple vibe, man. I really like this shit. I've gotten compliments on this sucker, and it is dope, man. It is dope. Great for the office, man. But you know what, man? I put some of this on tonight because I feel like a fucking badass, dude. This shit is dope, son. That is the fragrance of the evening, cats. Now, let's go ahead and look a little bit at the chat. And it says, large and in charge, ¿qué pasó, amigo? NSX 100K. Damn nice. And then Twinkie, I'd like me an NSX Type S and black with the yellow trim. Nah, man. I want that sucker blue, homie. I want that sucker blue. And then Twinkie goes on to state, some of the OG NSXs are around 400K plus miles on them, which is sick. Dude, that's where it's at. And we also got the hardest working trucker in America. Freaking Tex-Mex. I know this cat's killing it. I know your bags are pumping too, homie. I know your freaking bags are pumping. Do me a favor, guys. Like the video. Share the video. Like the video on freaking Twitter. Share the video on Twitter, man. Follow me on Instagram. Let me get you guys my link tree. Mind you, my OnlyFans is there. I'm joking. I'm joking, cats. I ain't got no OnlyFans, man. I ain't that pretty, man. You know what I'm saying? So let me get you cats my link tree so you guys can give me a little bit of a follow. That would be cool. And let's hit up the freaking let's hit up the car of the day, which is not like me, guys. Like the video, guys. The Acura NSX. Let me prep this for you cats, man. Let me prep this for you cats. You know what I'm saying? I want to get me a blue Acura NSX. Of course, I can't afford it right now. I'm just daydreaming. Hey, it's okay to daydream. It's okay to daydream, man. Set our markers high. You know what I'm saying? Not this one, but let's go over here to the blue Acura NSX. Let's play this sucker.
SHR will drive, finished in Long Beach Blue Pearl.
This is what I want, Twinkie.
Absolutely beautiful color. Has a full carbon fiber package, carbon fiber spoiler, carbon fiber rear diffuser, carbon fiber engine cover. This thing is an absolute beauty. It's got the carbon fiber interior package. Love this color.
But I want this sucker with gold rims, son. I think gold rims would be perfect for that shit. All right, guys. Let's hit up some Ethereum. Let's see how Ethereum's doing, man. Let's see how the ETH is doing. Now, I do know that ETH was running like a doggone freaking champ. Now, if we look at the value of ETH right now, dude, we are giga chad pumping, man. Now, what was weird is on January the 8th, which was about 2 days ago, we got a decent pump on Ethereum. You can see by this candle. And the following day, which was yesterday, when we got that fake news, well, not that hacked news that Ethereum ended up dumping, it seemed like we're doing pretty well, but the buyers got a little bit turned off, hence why this candle is not as big as this one. But today, what happened? We got a big-ass freaking bullish candle. Now, what that tells me, because we got a big-ass bullish candle, is that we're going to get maybe a smaller candle, but almost just as big today or tomorrow, because this is already on UTC time. You know what I'm saying? Here in America, we're still on the 10th of freaking January. On the other side of the world, it's already the 11th. So hence why this candle is printing that way. So I'm expecting that this candle be just as big as this candle. Well, who knows, man? Who knows? Because we got to look tomorrow when the morning news starts, bro. If the news in itself starts entailing and talking a lot about the Bitcoin ETF, this candle can end up being bigger than this one. But normally when I look at candles, if I get a big ass candle, I'm expecting a smaller one, but just almost as big, because it tells me that new buyers, that people are still buying and they haven't tired out. As the candles tend to get smaller, that tells you that the buyers are tiring out. It would not surprise me, man. Let's look at the 60-day cycle on this bad boy. I'm assuming that our cycle low was here exactly on the 3rd of January. So we're probably going to continue running at minimal, because this runs on 60-day cycles as well, at minimal up over here till about February 17th. So from here to here at minimal, we could possibly break past 29,000. I don't think that's going to be difficult to do. Now, I haven't really looked back at ETH's history to tell where the next area of resistance is at. I mean, I've done it before, but I didn't have anything prepped today because, dude, it's been a while since ETH has been doing this good. So the next areas we do have to compromise is about, I would say, here, man. And that would be at 35,000. That's the next area we would need to compromise. Of course, the highest point would be up over here at about 4,800. No, about 4,873, give or take. 4,873. But the next spot that we do need to compromise is 2937. And then we got a couple little battles over here at 31. Another little battle here at about 3264. And then a big time boss battle here at about 3584. So if we get to those areas, those are the areas we do need to compromise and the areas we do need to beat. Now, let's go ahead and activate the Bollinger Bands because I did notice something intriguing on this. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you cats what I mean. This is rather intriguing, if anything. Let's activate the Bollinger Bands on this bad boy. EMA, no, that's not the EMA ribbon. It's a sucker. Now, what do I always say about Charlie's Bollinger Bands? Whenever we pierce this white line here, we usually shrink to the downside, and that's pretty much what happened. So we pierced this white line, and then the next candle printed below the red line. But one thing I am noticing overall, the Bollinger Bands are starting to open up a little bit. So that entails that we're probably going to run pretty strong tomorrow, if anything. You know what I'm saying? That's what it entails. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities for us to swing trade some coins. So that way we can purchase the crypto mindset course that's coming up. Let's look at the EMA ribbon, dude. We got a shitload of support to the downside, man. Next area of support we get, I don't even think we need to be showing you guys support unless a Black Swan event occurs, which is 24.47. And then we got the EMA ribbon here at about 23.32. Let's see what this sucker looks like on the weekly, man. Let me turn this off. And on the weekly, what am I seeing? What am I seeing on the weekly, man? This looks like maybe, bro, we're starting to run an Elliott wave to the upside. Of course, that area of support that we do need to compromise is, again, as stated, 29.37. That may be the first area that we'll hit to before we start pulling back, maybe over here to 24.52 before we start rallying again. So it will not surprise me. Of course, I mean, we got to see how the candle prints tomorrow. It's kind of early to tell how Ethereum is going to do and when the buyers are going to fatigue out, if anything. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny, cats, because after the ETF was approved, man, I was telling my homies, bro, for the past week, my homies that don't really dabble crypto, dude, you need to get in now, bro. You need to get in now. You know what I'm saying? Because next week, bro, things are going to pump and you're going to want to get in and you're going to have to wait for a pullback, dude. Next pullback on freaking Bitcoin and Ethereum, bro, is not going to be for at least another freaking 35 to 40 days, bro. So that's what I'm saying, man. So, I mean, give yourselves a pat on the back, guys, if you guys kicked ass with that and you ended up buying some of that ETH. You know what I'm saying? Now, shout out to my homie Twinkie. He did text me the other day and he asked me, hey, Boogie. I'm like, what's up, homie? He's like, hey, dude, do you ever look at the 3-day chart? And I'm like, yeah, I look at the 3-day chart on Hex, on eHex mostly, you know what I'm saying? And he goes, dude, check this out, bro. Look what I found. And I looked at it, bro. And I looked at the 3-day chart on Pulse Chain, the way he asked. And dude, I found a big ass ascending triangle. So let's go to something fucking exciting. Let's hit up some Pulse Chain. And then we'll hit up the altcoins after that, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Let's go over to Pulse. What the hell is my Pulse Chain at, son? Don't tell me dude, don't tell me I didn't fucking shit. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to freaking cuss. But I thought I had. Oh, it's there. Why isn't it freaking letting me access it? Where the hell is my Pulse Chain, son? There it is. Boom. Now, look at this shit. Let's go over to the 3-day chart like my homie Twinkie said. And I found this sucker here. Let me go ahead and freaking... if you see from here to here, from this bottom to this bottom, we would draw a trend line that goes in an upward fashion. Fuck it, I'll do it. I know it's going to get really convoluted, cats, but I don't give a shit. So we draw this trend line all the way up this way. And then we got this line that runs this way. That is a big-ass ascending triangle. Now, if you see this green line over here and you run it this way, so it will look a little bit like this, so you guys can understand what I mean. Where the hell is my freaking triangle shape? So I can show you guys exactly what I mean, bro. So if we grab this sucker this way, pull it up this way, and then we pull it back like this, what do you cats see? You see that ascending triangle, dude. And, dude, remember I've been talking a long-ass time about getting to that freaking, this green box? And you guys that follow me know that I've been trying to get us into that green box, dude, and we already pierced that. We already got into this green box, dude, and we pierced into the yellow box, dude. Dude, we're just right under the sacrifice rate, bro. The next area we do have to compromise is here at about doggone 4 zeros, 3 zeros, and a 1 0. Currently, we're at about freaking 4 zeros and a 9-1. Dude, we're around the corner to get back to sac rate. So, dude, pulse chain is probably going to pump pretty damn hard, man. I am hoping that this is the first portion of an Elliott wave to the upside of anything, man. And the next area we do need to beat, or we do need to get to, man, is over here at about 4 zeros and a 1-2-5-0. You know what I'm saying? We get to that, man, we should be solid. And I think if we maintain that for over a week, bro, as long as no whales come in here and dump on our head like they usually do, dude, we should be good to go. So congratulations to you cats that got some freaking doggone pulse chain. Now, I didn't prep any information for this shit, but last I read, dude, Richard Hart hired a total of 11 attorneys to fight the SEC. And one of those attorneys, I don't remember his name, but he's one of the attorneys that represents Elon Musk in a lot of his cases, dude. So I think that these attorneys are not going to fatigue out because they got plenty of them on rotation, man. And I think the SEC is going to get tired out. If XRP thinks they did good, man, wait till they see how freaking the pulse chain people and the hex people do, bro. And I remember cats were sending money over to the doggone freaking to the XRP attorneys to keep them paid so they can continue running their case. And the SEC was complaining about that shit, man. Now, note, and this goes out to my homie Josiah. He's asking me, Boogie, what's the likelihood that the case is going to get dropped? And I'm like, man, I don't think the case is going to get dropped. But with the amount of attorneys they got and the attorneys are requesting, bro, currently that's what they're asking of the court, for them to drop the case. If they drop the case in the whole freaking pulse chain hex, freaking pulsex freaking saga, dude, my theory on EHEX will die. And what do I mean by that? I've been saying multiple times that I do believe that EHEX will outperform PHEX, because as of late, if you guys watch Somi, Vitalik did mention that he wants to raise the Ethereum gas fees. I didn't read the article completely, but Vitalik did say that. So if you cats don't follow my friend Somi, follow him on Twitter, and he entails about that. He writes a little freaking snippet on it. And if Vitalik does want to increase the Ethereum gas fees, so I am hoping, keep your fingers crossed, that this damn freaking doggone case gets dropped. So, dude, we can get a freaking pulse chain listing in one of the freaking exchanges in the West. That's all we need, bro. And we no longer need to mess with Ethereum, if anything, man. And then PHEX can really run the way it's meant to run, and pulse chain can run the way it's meant to run. And then we got my homie Larger in Charge. He says Alex Spiro. I guess that's the name of the attorney that Elon Musk is running. And then we got a new follower here, Crypto Moon Boy. Dude, I don't think I've ever seen you in my chat, homie. Atropa for life. Dude, I've never dived into that coin. I need to check into it. Maybe after the stream, bro, I'll prep a freaking chart and I'll look into it, homie. But do me a favor, Crypto Moon Boy. Give me a like, man. Follow me on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter, bro. I'm always dropping alpha on freaking pulse chain coins, especially the pulse chain coins, man. I always cover freaking pulse chain. And I know a lot of freaking YouTubers don't do that every single time they come on board, and if anything, man. But welcome to the freaking Crypto Boogie channel, homie. So let's go over to a little bit of DOT. Now, I know we covered DOT a couple days ago, man, but one of the reasons I am featuring this token is because, dude, it's following its Elliott wave beautifully, bro. It's following it amazingly. So today we printed this big ass freaking candle. Let's take a little measuring tool here. And this candle was about a 15% pump today, man, give or take. That's the candle we did today. If the news media runs solid tomorrow with the whole Bitcoin ETF news, bro, we could get a larger candle than this, bro, before we hit frickin' the fifth portion of the Elliott wave. Now, do I think we'll break past $10.46, 48 cents, maybe on a wick, maybe up over here to $11, you know what I'm saying? But if that, yeah, $11 is a possibility, 11.81, because it still would be smaller from 0.4 to 5 than from 0.2 to 3. Now, if you cats don't know anything about Elliott waves, when you go from 0.2 to 3, that's usually the longest you get in a 5-wave cycle before we start getting a little bit of a pullback. Now, since we did get this low over here, let me see, this low that we got here was at about 651, and then this low we got over here was about cool. So currently we are at about the third day of its 20-day cycle. So if I pull this sucker all the way out to day 14, you're talking about January 22nd. That could be the time frame that we do hit this area over here of about $11.84 or $10.48. If I pull it further out, it'll probably be around day 21, and that would put us around January 30th, give or take. But I really do think we're going to run pretty fast, pretty hard before we start getting a dip, if anything, man. But it does seem that Bitcoin's already started a new 60-day cycle, if anything, man. So, food for thought, cats. If you guys want to cultivate your crypto a little bit, this may be some areas where you can do that at about $10.48 or $11.84. So let's say you want to go ahead and cultivate about, let's say you want to cultivate about $100, man, of your crypto, of your freaking of your DOT. Not financial advice, but this is just a little trick you guys can use. You know what I'm saying? Let's say it goes up to $10.48. You could sell it. You could sell about 50% of it. You know what I'm saying? And hold on to the other 50%. If it goes up to 1184, then you can sell the other 50%. And now you sold at 1048 and 1184. And then it's likely that we'll follow an ABC wave down to the spot we're at right now. You know what I'm saying? Which is about $8.21. And you guys ended up cultivating a little bit of your crypto. You made a little bit more on the bag, which is not a bad idea, and you weren't too greedy about it. This is not financial advice, by the way. And do not do this shit with your entire freaking DOT bag. Don't do that shit, man. Do like freaking 10%, 15% at most, man. If you're really freaking degen, maybe 25. But I wouldn't do more than that, man. This is not financial advice, cats. Not financial advice. Just a little trick you guys can use. So if you guys want to take a screenshot of this, these are pretty damn decent good spots. Not financial advice again. These are areas where you can use to cultivate your crypto, if anything. You know what I'm saying? So I want you guys to take these tricks, use them for yourselves. That way you guys can make some bank too. You know what I'm saying? I got the wrong guy. He is the youngest. Cool, man. Post his name, bro. I'm intrigued as to who he might be, large and in charge, if you don't mind. You know what I'm saying? So, who else do we got over here? What else do we got? Oh, yeah. I wanted to cover this shit too, man. Look how freaking pissed off, bro, Gary Gensler is, man. This is the letter that he wrote. This is the letter this cat freaking wrote, man. It's a statement of the approval of the spot Bitcoin exchange traded product. And this shit's hilarious, bro. Now, I'm not going to sit here and read through all this shit, but this shit is bearish as hell. So if you cats want to read the story, I'll go ahead and link it in the chat momentarily. But this is a very, very bearish letter. And in summary, he says here, I basically approved the ETF and the SEC approved the ETF, not because we wanted to, not because we feel it's safe, but because the court ordered us to. And if you look at the bottom, man, I'll cover this part. While we approved the listing, it says, while we approved the listing and trading of the certain spot Bitcoin ETP, he calls it ETP, I don't know why, shares today, We did not approve or endorse Bitcoin. This dude is freaking furious, man. He's stomping his feet, bro. He is not happy about this shit. And he said investors should remain cautious about the myriad risks associated with Bitcoin and products whose value is tied to crypto. Oh my gosh, bro. This guy is always freaking angry at the fact that we freaking got that freaking Bitcoin approved, man. That Bitcoin ETF approved. Now, what I'm wondering is if we'll end up getting a freaking Ethereum ETF approved. He can fight it all he wants. Now, and I just recently found out this data. I just recently found out this information that Ethereum actually has a futures ETF. So the argument the judge made when they stated, "Hey, you got to approve this freaking ETF, bro, because you've already got a Bitcoin futures. It makes no sense. How can you have a Bitcoin futures ETF approved, but you don't have a spot ETF approved? You guys aren't making any sense, and you're being capricious." So all the Ethereum guys have to do when they freaking doing their freaking ETFs, all you got to say is, "Hey, man, dude, you approved the ETF, the futures ETF for Ethereum. Why can't you approve the spot?" And all they got to use is the same arguments, man. Maybe a couple more, bro, in the court. And dude, they'll probably get a freaking Ethereum ETF approved as well, man. So food for thought. Now, I have heard people talk about freaking a Solana ETF getting approved, but I think Solana was registered as a security along with Polygon and the Richard Hart ecosystem, man, because all within the day, and Cardano as well, I think all of them got freaking lumped up into one big old group. Of course, the one that everybody was looking at was none other than the Richard Hart tokens. So I think that it'll possibly be that an XRP ETF will get approved because, dude, there's already clarity on XRP, bro. XRP already kicked the SEC's butt, bro. So I think after Ethereum, they're probably next in line, man. Now, now it would be wild though if freaking Gensler, just to be a freaking dick, what he would do, man, is go ahead and freaking cite Ethereum as a security, bro. If he goes out and does that to slow down the process of them getting their freaking ETF approved, that may be a tool that they can use before it goes to court and they challenge as to why they can't get a spot ETF for Ethereum. Now, mind you, the judge can also say something to the effect of, well, dude, if it's a security, why the hell did you approve of futures? So, I mean, dude, the SEC, they shot themselves in the foot, homie. They shot themselves in the foot, dog. So it is what it is. It is what it is, dog. It is what it is, man. So let's go ahead and look at freaking Phantom. Let's see how Phantom's doing. For you cats that are bullish on the FTM, this is where we're at today. We're at 43 cents, give or take. Yesterday, the low was at about 36 cents. So congratulations to you cats that got it. Now, you know what's wild? You know what I found out about freaking Phantom? Phantom is now listed on Coinbase. But I don't think you can use your Apple Pay or any of your debit cards to buy it. What you have to do is buy USDC, or I think you can use some cash, some regular cash, because you can upload cash into Coinbase, and then you can buy Phantom that way on their exchange. But you need to have cash or USDC, and they'll give you some Phantom that's ERC20 based. Now, I was looking for some bridges on Phantom, and I think Axelar's got one. I don't have the link right now, but look into that. I think Axelar is one of the bridges that you can utilize if you want to bridge over from Ethereum over to the Phantom side. Now, if you guys, I would do that now. If you guys are already holding ERC20 Phantom, go ahead and bridge it over. Or do a test transaction on a freaking condom wallet, by the way, and start bridging your Phantom over. For the reason being that doggone, once the Ethereum gas fees get freaking expensive, bro, I'm not going to want to touch any of the freaking bridges, bro. Nobody's going to want to touch any of the bridges. So again, being redundant, the value of Phantom is at about 43 cents. Next area of resistance that we do not need to compromise, which is a psychological level, which is 50 cents. I think we'll cut through that really fast, man. And we'll probably compromise this area of about 56 cents. 60 cents is not impossible, man. Now, if you notice, I got this red box over here. So if I push this sucker over here, those are some psychological areas we do need to break, because we got this conglomerate of freaking candles over here that are keeping the freaking price down. before we get to this higher point over here of about 61 cents, 65 cents. So those are the areas we need to beat, man. It would not surprise me we beat the shit out of those areas really fast. Wait till liquidity comes back to freaking Phantom. As far as DeFi Llama goes, lock liquidity. I'm hoping T-shares come back. And I'm not talking about the Richard Hart freaking Hex T-shares, if anything. You know what I'm saying? So what am I noticing here? You can kind of see a minor Elliott wave. So I haven't drawn any Elliott waves on this. But if we start from here all the way up over here, come back down this way, and we shoot all the way. No. Well, who knows, man? Let's look at this. Let's see how it plays out. This does seem longer. Well, let's take the measuring tool and find out. Let's take the measuring tool and find out, man. From the bottom here all the way to the top, you're talking at about, let's put that sucker right there. That entails about 101%. So we take this measuring tool again, because remember, wave 0 to 1 cannot be bigger than wave 2 to 3. No, this is not going to work out as a freaking Elliott wave. And the reason I say that, cats, is because this wave from down here all the way up here is way bigger than wave 2 to 3. And we've already gotten a pullback. It's somewhat, maybe it can break the rules a little bit. And let's say it does follow that, bro. Maybe we'd have to look at history, bro. Give or take. We'd have to look at history. No, I don't think it's going to play out, bro, as far as an Elliott wave cycle goes, because wave 0 to 1 already screwed up freaking wave 2 to 3, bro. But it does seem like we're going to continue rallying to the upside, if anything. So it would be a half-assed Elliott wave all the way to the upside. Again, now the ultimate area we do need to be in the immediate time frame is 65 cents, give or take. You know what I'm saying, cats? So yeah, homie, that's the information we got on that shit. Now let's cover a little bit of freaking Hedron. I do want to see a little bit of P Hedron, man. See how this sucker's doing. I did call Hedron. I did say that it was going to be a pretty decent buy, bro. And yesterday, or the day before yesterday, I actually talked about this, man. I had mentioned, and I drew up this green over red box, because Hedron needed to compromise all these candles over here and all these candles over here. And our current value is about 6 zeros and a 2.5. The area we needed to beat was 6 zeros and a 2, 6 zeros and a 22. Dude, and we shot way past that. Next area that we're looking to beat, man, is 6 zeros and a 3.1, if anything, man. And then we would need to come all the way up over here to about 6 zeros and a 4.6, bro. But let's look at the freaking gains we got on freaking doggone Hedron. Hedron from the bottom here all the way to our current value, dude, you're talking about freaking what? 120%, son. 120%. And I was calling for this shit because I saw that it was down. Shout out to my homie Josiah that asked me to look into it, man. And dude, Hedron's been on a freaking tear, son. Let's see how it's doing with the Bollinger Bands. So we may get a little bit of pullback, if anything, man, because look at the Bollinger Bands. We did pierce past them. And mind you, this is P Hedron, by the way. Prices on P Hedron and E Hedron are almost the same. Know what I mean? So if we were to put $100 into Hedron, we would get about 389 million. So, dude, I'm glad I got a couple billion of this sucker. I got P and E Hedron. And I think the sucker's going to do great, man. I think Alex is probably going to launch something on it soon. Sloth seems pretty bullish on it too, man. So would I buy Hedron right now? Absolutely freaking not. Absolutely not, man. Freaking prices are rallying too damn freaking strong. You know what I'm saying? Too damn freaking strong. Now, let's go over to P-Hex. Let's see how P-Hex is doing, man. And boom, the current value of P-Hex. Dude, we're already at a freaking cent, homie. Shit. Shit, dog. Dude, we really rallied hard, bro. Yesterday's candle was, where were we at yesterday, bro? Oh, wow. We did get over there, man. Dude, wow. Let's go ahead and freaking take this measurement tool here. And we go all the way to the upside. That is 133%. Now, I wanted to show you guys something. Let me go over here to Twitter, which is rather intriguing. Somi did post this. So let's look at what Somi had to say about this shit. Let's go to my friend Somi. Somi's always got interesting details about this shit, man. I don't see it here anymore. But nevertheless, this is actually pretty intriguing, dude. Let me share this with you cats. So this is what Somi said, and he does have a good point. He said, more breaking pulse chain news. This was on January 8th, 2 days ago. A suspected Godwell address has developed. Can you guys see this? Deploy 2,500 ETH to sell Ethereum and potentially buy more Pulse chain with it. We already know that the Pulse chain sacrifice wallet started buying Pulse, PLSX, and PHEX. And then he goes on to say, now within 10 minutes of movement, a suspected guy will address deposited 2,500 ETH into Uniswap B3. The Uniswap B3 order is to sell Ethereum between the prices. So he's following the on-chain data between 25,081 to 3165, and then perhaps bridge the 7 million into Pulse chain for another pump. Why exactly these prices? I've discovered that this is exactly around the middle of the 50% retrace fib zone for Ethereum. So let's look at the picture, man. And this price here, suspected Godwell has Ethereum sell order exit here at a 2581 to 3165. So what price is Ethereum now? I know we just covered it, man. ETH is at about 26. So we're coming very close to the maximum point that Somi is talking about, which is 3165. So it would not surprise me if they start dollar cost averaging out and they start dripping it over into the Pulse chain ecosystem, man. That is going to be freaking ballistic, son. You're talking about your freaking Pulse chain bags, your doggone PHEX bags. You're talking about your freaking PulseX bags, and even your incentive token pumping, man, because Hart's Law is going to push everything up. So food for thought, cats. Get ready for this freaking pump that's coming inbound, homie. This shit's going to be freaking fire, dog. All right, let's cover a little bit of Hex. Let's see what Hex is entailing, man. This is PHEX, of course. We were covering that. We went up 133%. If we activate the Bollinger Bands, we are piercing way past that. But if we maintain this at about 1% of, we are at a penny and about 60%. If we maintain this all the way to Friday, cats, and we keep it there, I think that we can hold that price range because we do have some support in this top portions over here. Let me go ahead and freaking highlight this area. So this area over here, we got to maintain within this area over here so we can continue climbing further to the upside. And the next spot we do need to get to is about 2 cents. Now, I did draw up this green box. The reason I drew up this green box because this is ballpark, not sack phase, but where our shit, where PHEX is supposed to be averaging. And the top portion of that is about 2 pennies and 30%, give or take. So food for thought, cats. That's what we got on freaking doggone PHEX, if anything. Now let's go over to Fame. Let's see what Fame's entailing, bro. Oh man, I'm freaking starving too, homie. I'm freaking hungry, dog. I freaking had a big ass meal at lunchtime, bro. I haven't eaten anything since then. And my ass ain't gonna eat till tomorrow, man, because I'm doing this keto diet. Even though I'm in a good mood, man, I'm sticking to my diet. I'm not dropping that shit, son. So look at freaking Fame, homie. Fame is pumping like a freaking champ. Let's take a measurement tool. Let's grab this measurement tool, put it up over here. And dude, why did I pump it all the way up over there? Let's bring this sucker down. We have done about 116% on Fame. And dude, we are like what? The high today, or the high that we have right now, is it about 56 cents? Area to beat is 57 cents. So we are about a penny and a half away before we compromise this zone, man. And then we would need to stabilize up over here at about 82 cents. That's the highest portion we did get to, man. So on the day that I bought it, I exactly bought a little bit of fame here at about 27 cents. Now, I did draw up this line. I was kind of hoping it would come all the way down here to the 24 cents mark, but I didn't want to take any chances, so I bought some here. I didn't try to catch the wick, and dude, it has served me well. I think Fame's going to do fabulous. I'm still under the belief, man. If this case does not gets dismissed with the Richard Hart ecosystem, bro, I do expect Fame to possibly end up giving us some an Ethereum airdrop because people want to freaking short and they want a long hex, man, and Fame helps us with that. So, food for thought, cats. This is not a bad token to have. Would I buy some right now? Absolutely freaking not. When could be a buying time frame for us to buy a little bit of freaking Fame, son? So it does seem like we bottomed out on the day. No, we bottomed out on this day here, which was December 28th. We pull this, dude. We are getting pretty damn overheated, bro. So let's be bullish. Let's say January 24th is possibly the last day that we'll run to. And by then, I am hoping that we get up over here, bro. Hoping that we get up over here to about 82 cents. At least wick past 87. That will make me happy. And I would like to keep it there for a little while. That would be dope. So that covers Fame, cats. That covers Fame. You know what I'm saying? Look who we got in the chat. We got none other than OG. A little bit late, but it's better late than never. You know what I'm saying, homie? Well, that pretty much covers it for today, homies. That covers it for today, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Crypto Moonboy, welcome to the channel, bro. Do me a favor, cats. Share this video. Subscribe to my freaking channel. Follow me on freaking Twitter, which is crypto_boogie. Follow me here on freaking YouTube, which is US crypto_boogie. And also give me a shout out on freaking Instagram at crypto_boogie, cats. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. Dude, hopefully we see Miguel soon, man. I haven't seen Miguel freaking streaming anything, if anything. I've seen Charlie on, bro, but no Miguel. All right, cats. Catch you guys on the flip side, son.